My neighbors say they've known my son for years. I've never had children. That's how this all began. Mrs. Babbage caught me unloading groceries that evening. She leaned over the fence with her usual polite smile. How old must he be now? 8? 9? I blinked at her. Sorry. She looked surprised. Your little boy. I saw him biking down the lane earlier. Such a sweetheart. Grade 4 already, right? Mrs. Babbage was old. Sure, but I'd never thought she was confused. Until now. I tried to smile politely. Oh right, my little guy. Her eyes brightened. He's getting so big. Yes, I lied. He is. She returned to watering her flowers as if nothing strange had happened. I stood there, awkwardly holding my grocery bags, wondering if she was slipping into dementia or if I'd somehow misheard her entirely. When I stepped inside, I caught a strong smell coming from the kitchen. Something was burning. Cheese. I dropped my groceries and ran. There, standing by my stove, was a thin boy stirring macaroni in a pan. I froze. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? The boy turned, startled, his blonde hair sticking to his forehead. Papa, he said softly. What do you mean? I'm here. He spoke with a faint Slavic accent. He looked around 9, wearing one of my shirts, hanging off him like a blanket. Do you want some KD, Papa? He asked. Your favorite. Chili cheese. His name, he said, was Dmitri, and he claimed I was his father. He remembered a mother once, but only vaguely. You've been Papa my whole life, he said. Always. I tried to explain that wasn't possible. Every attempt ended with him crying, clutching at me, begging me to remember. The situation twisted tighter when my mother called. How's my grandson? She asked. I laughed nervously. What? She chuckled. Don't tease me. Dimitri's birthday is soon. Isn't it? Mom, I don't have a son. Her laughter stopped. That's not funny, Harlan. I hung up shaking. Across the room, Dmitri stared at me with wide eyes. How did you forget me, Papa? Eventually, I played along. I told him my brain was scrambled from overwork. His face lit up. It's okay, Papa. You always work so hard. He smiled again, stirring the macaroni, humming softly in Russian. Something about the melody made my stomach twist. Later that night, I found something that shouldn't exist. A room that wasn't mine. Where my office had been, there was now a small clay-walled bedroom filled with hand-carved toys and the faint smell of soil and bread. Dmitri sat there playing quietly with spinning tops. When he yawned, he crawled into a straw bed and reached out. Hold my hand, Papa. His fingers were cold and clammy. I stood there until he drifted off, whispering, So glad you're here. Around midnight, I called my coworker Pat for sanity. Harlan, she said, confused. Of course you have a son. You and Svetlana. Who? Svetlana. From Moscow. Your ex-wife. I froze. Pat, I've never been married. She sighed. You met her while lecturing in Russia. Don't tell me you've forgotten that too. I was in Moscow for 3 days. She laughed uneasily. Get some sleep. I'll see you at the birthday. Birthday? Your son's. Good night, Harlan. I didn't sleep. I tore through every drawer, every cabinet. Receipts for kids' clothes, school supply bills, photos, hundreds of them, of Dmitri at different ages. The harder I looked for proof he wasn't mine, the more evidence I found that he was. Morning came and Dmitri woke me on the couch. Papa, Uncle Boris is here. At the window stood a towering blonde man surrounded by people speaking Russian, all smiling warmly. Harlan, the man boomed. We come for birthday. Behind him, women carried baskets, dressed in strange, old-fashioned tunics. My heart pounded. Papa, Dmitri urged. Let them in. I don't know them. Yes, you do. It's Uncle Boris. He reached for the doorknob. I grabbed his shoulder. Wait, he struggled, crying out. You're hurting me, Papa. The door burst open. 3 large men stormed in, shouting in Russian. A woman stepped through them, thin, pale as chalk, with eyes that burned like coals. I knew her before she spoke. Svetlana. She smiled faintly. Harlan, she said, dragging my name into 3 trembling syllables. A memory surfaced, her hand in mine outside St. Basil's, whispering old words in the shadows. She placed her hand on Dimitri's head. Tell him everything will be normal, she said softly. Tell him it will stay normal. I ran, barefoot. I bolted through the kitchen door, jumped into my car, and sped off. In the mirror, my house shifted. The clean walls and shingles blurred into a thatched roof hut surrounded by fog. At the university, everything was normal. No one remembered Dimitri. No one remembered Svetlana. Even Pat denied our conversation. My mother laughed when I asked, "You must be overtired, honey. You've never been married." When I returned home, my house was back to normal too. No photos, no receipts, no strange room, just silence. It's been months since that weekend. I still don't know what I saw or what saw me, but I keep thinking about Moscow, about the cathedral, about the woman in the shadows whispering words I can't forget. Maybe it was a curse, maybe a spirit, maybe a Chernaya Vedma, a black witch. And sometimes, when I speak to Mrs. Babbage, she still mentions him. Such a cute little boy, she says. He offered me craft dinner once. And I smile, nod politely, because I don't dare tell her there's no such boy.